Good day, gentlemen. In today's video, she's testing you. The secret every man must know about a woman's tests. Let's go. Good day, my brothers. Hey, it's Dwayne Klassen here. Welcome to the Remarkable Man Project. In today's video, we're going down a very powerful rabbit hole, and that's all around the tests. And you know what I'm talking about here. Have you ever been in a situation where she suddenly pulls back, or she gets moody, throws a random challenge your way? Congratulations. You're being tested. And the challenge is that most men are failing miserably, especially because of today's pop culture and the mixed signals that so many men are getting. And so they get this wrong, and it costs them dearly. It costs them in their relationships. It costs them in their dating. So many men are trying to get back out there after a breakup or a divorce, and they're just gobsmacked about how women are testing them just to see if they are worthy. Yep, most men are failing without realizing it. However, in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 key factors on how to win and flip the script on her tests and be the man she admires and respects. So let's break it down. First, we have to understand why women test in the first place. If you understand this, it's actually a good thing. Now, I know that might be counterintuitive, and it's not what you anticipated hearing from me, but yes, for a remarkable man in his authentic masculine frame, it can be a very good thing. Now, hear me out. Women test men instinctively. It's part of their DNA. It's not about manipulating and controlling you or being a bitch. She's actually trying to find out who you really are as a man. Understand this. A woman's biology is hardwired for survival. She needs a strong, grounded man that she can trust and surrender to. So understand this. Her testing is subconscious. Most women are not even aware they're doing it. And she's doing this to weed out the strong from the weak. But here's the challenge. Most men, because they're not understanding why it's happening, they will react and take it personally. They will think that they're being judged or critiqued. And so they'll go into their little boy within. What he'll end up doing is react emotionally. And then he's automatically failing the test in real time. He'll get defensive. He'll get all up in his stuff, and he'll start to seek validation. Perhaps he'll complain, or he'll start stacking on top, trying to win this argument and go from his heart into his head. And when that happens, it's an instant turnoff. The classic test is using absolutes like, why do you always do that? Or you always do that, when it's not the truth. And what ends up happening is the man will react to that and start stacking. I don't do that. Why do you say that? And then you do this and all these other things. And so a low value man is going to be reactionary and all up in his head. A high value man, a remarkable man, is going to be in his frame, and he is going to respond rather than react. And he is going to be playful about it because he's coming from a place of confidence, because he knows what she's doing. I want you to get this mindset shift. Her shit tests are not tests. They are an opportunity to show up in your authentic masculine frame. That's what it's all about, brother. And trust me, she wants you to pass this test. So now I want to share with you some of the most common tests that a woman will put out there and how to pass them like the remarkable man that you are. So let's look at test number 1, which is the emotional roller coaster. Women's emotions are fluid. Once she's on and she's soft and she's playful, The next moment, she is emotional and distant and withdrawn. It can be incredibly confusing and frustrating for most men. This is how most men fail. They get weak, they get needy, and they start seeking validation to think that if he does all of this, it will help to pacify the situation. It does not work. So how does a remarkable man pass the emotional roller coaster test? Brother, you stay grounded and you are in your authentic masculine frame. You are not swayed by her emotions or your emotions, and you don't let her moods control the narrative. No, you are in control of your mood, and you're not letting her mood dictate how you should feel. A great example is she pulls away. She starts to ghost you. Well, most men freak out about this and they start going and leaning forward in texting or bids of affection. This, in a lot of ways, is how a woman wants to create distance for her own well-being. So match that vibrational frequency. Allow that space to happen. Allow her to start to miss you because you're not always in her face, always trying to seek that validation. No, she's dropped off the radar, you drop off the radar, especially if your last contact was initiated by you. Look at your phone. When was the last contact? And was it you? You have got to be able to be okay on your own without any contact. It might be 24 hours. It might be 48 hours. Hang in there, brother. Just hang in. She'll come back better, stronger, and more affectionate than ever before if you can hold your frame. All right, so let's look at test number 2, which is the challenge test. Yeah, also known as what the hell are you made of? Women might say something like, are you really going to wear that? Really? Or you're not as cool as you think you are. Or it might even be, do you think Margot Robbie is really pretty? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. She's baiting you big time, brother. But here's what a lot of men will do to fail. They will get defensive. They will start asking questions around what this really is all about. They will explain themselves, or worse, they will seek approval and fawn over her. It's a catch-22, brother. So how does a remarkable man pass this test? Well, they play along. That's right. He remains confident and he can turn it into a joke. Every situation. It might be, oh, you're such a dork. Well, you know what, babe? Yeah, I am your dork and I've got a great dork. And you're smiling about it. You're not allowing her to pull you in. And the one around Margot Robbie, oh yeah, you know what this is. It's quicksand. But if you're playful, you can just say, hey, where's this coming from, babe? Because yeah, Margot Robbie, pretty lit up. But ask me what I find sexy about you. And now you're reeling her into your side. And now you can start to be playful with her. And you may be able to flip the script and all of a sudden it's sexually charged. It's passionate. So here's your action step. The next time she is going to challenge you with the challenge test, flip the script, don't explain anything, own it, and make it playful. And number 3 is the ultimatum test, also known as, are you a man of your word? Women will test your resolve by creating ultimatums and pushing boundaries. But here's how most men will fail. They will compromise on their values and boundaries, and they will also change themselves to please her. You've ever done that before? All of a sudden, you're a completely different man just to earn her affections. Yeah, you know you're compromising who you are, but yet you are doing it. And do you actually think you're getting more out of the relationship when you're doing it? No, you're getting less. But here's how a remarkable man passes the test. He stays solid in his values and boundaries. He's actually expressed his values and boundaries early on in the relationship. He respects himself first and lets her know that he will not be manipulated under any situation or circumstances. She knows, all right, I can't I can't play this man's game. Hell no. Or one of her tests might be, well, if you don't do this, I'm leaving you. The challenge is most weak men will go, okay, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll do what you want. Now, let's assume that you're not a dick. That caused her to say that. Let's just assume the shit test is just her beaking off because she's being a child, not because you did something heinous and really bad. If that's the case, then yeah, you've got to do some owning up and taking responsibility for yourself. But this is just about the test. What a remarkable man will do is go, you know what? So you're going to leave over this. Well, I'm not about to be manipulated. So I respect your decision. So if the next time a woman wants to test your backbone and resolve, then stand your ground, brother. If you won't respect yourself, she never will. Men, passing these tests is about you becoming the man that doesn't need validation. He already knows his worth. Now, obviously, this is a nuanced conversation, and there's a lot of different tests that are out there. But if you understand what this is all about, and perhaps you're in a situation right now where you're being tested, or you failed tests, or you know exactly what I mean by this, and you are completely unhappy, well, drop a comment. Share with us what's going on with you and what showed up for you. And perhaps share what you did to pass a test. Maybe you had to break up in order for that to happen. However, drop a comment. And of course, brothers, we live in this crazy upside down clown show world. And it's so important that we as men are connected. That's why I created the Remarkable Man Project, to give you the leadership, the tools, the resources, and the brotherhood that you need to step up to the 2.0 version, the Remarkable Man Within. I've also created the school community for RMP. Go there to connect with an amazing community that's rapidly growing. Every day I am posting new resources and tools that you can use right away. And it's a powerful way to connect with your brothers. And if you're ready to work one-on-one and you want to figure out how to pass these tests and level up to be the remarkable man you know is within, then book your breakthrough discovery session. Let's have a powerful conversation about where you want your next breakthrough. You'll come away with a crystal clear plan for what's next, and we can explore if we're a fit to work together. Link in the description. And I highly encourage you to get my groundbreaking book, The Remarkable Man, Champions to Women, Heroes to Children, Brothers to Each Other. It is the book that was the catalyst to start this movement. It's available today on Amazon. Get your copy today. Gentlemen, at no other time in our history does this world need remarkable men. My question to you is, will you be one of them? That's what I got for you today. Be good to yourself, and remember, you're not alone on the journey. At RMP, we've got your back. Cheers.